Hey, good morning. How you doing? This is Terry Jensen. I'm the pastor of First Baptist Church in Plano, Illinois, and you are here through the week. I'm back in my office, as you might be able to tell from this wonderful green screen image. Yes, we're going to chill out in the forest today, kind of put our feet into the water and, relax. But as we do, we're going to have a small conversation about, stuff that's going on. Yesterday, we talked about how the Lord is a stronghold and that anyone who is oppressed may go to the Lord and he will be for them how would you say it? Oh, a stronghold. He will be a place of sanctuary. He will also help in ways that you can't imagine. Uh, I know that when I was coming up, when I was growing up, that learning about the Lord and learning what He does and how He does it was always a shocking event. I mean, I was always being wrong. Everything I thought was going to happen, well, it didn't happen the way that I thought it was going to happen. But here it is. We're going to take a look at Isaiah. And on the cusp of learning about how the Lord is a stronghold, how the Lord, He's an advocate for the oppressed and the needy, we're going to take a sharper look at all of that. Yeah. A little bit ago, we had a video devotion that was talking about wisdom. And if you feel like you don't have any wisdom, that's not the same thing as not being smart. Uh, but wisdom, if you feel like you don't have any wisdom, you don't have the experience and the expertise coupled with knowledge, uh, ask that of God. James was telling us that. And here in this passage from First Corinthians, Paul is saying that all of those individuals who think that they're so smart, well, guess what? They're just really not that smart. I know that we've been hearing a lot of that kind of banter here lately, but what Paul is really talking about is he's not talking about scientific facts or anything like that. He's talking about wisdom, being wise, knowing how to live, knowing what is right and what is wrong, understanding what morals are, understanding what ethics are. You know, morals is that sense of values that one has about what is right or wrong. Ethics is that with doing. Ethics is how we live with each other. Ethics is how we treat each other, how we think about each other. But morals and ethics come from wisdom. They don't simply come from reading a book about ethics or how to. They come from wisdom. And wisdom comes from above. That's what James says. Wisdom comes from God. So ask God. You know, the interesting thing is that folks tend to, well, they tend to worship what they see. And if they see someone who's extra smart or acting smart or appears to be really intelligent and they hear them talk, they go, "Oh, yeah, I can see that. I understand that." There's a guy named uh, Mr. Dawkins who tends to be a really smart guy. Yet, in all of his intelligence, he seems to just totally miss the point of religion or faith because he has a great deal of faith. He has a great deal of faith in himself, and he has a great deal of faith that there is no God. But this passage is saying that God is making those who think they're wise fools because they can't see the living God. They can't see the forest for the trees. And that tends to be something that we are often accused of, aren't we? Not being able to see the forest for the trees. We who are being saved, and I'm saying being saved, not saved as bam, somebody hit you with a baseball bat and you said, "Oh, I got Jesus," and now you're saved. No, I'm saying that you who have been hit over the head with a baseball bat and go, "Ha, I've got Jesus," are now being saved because of that. That initial introduction to Jesus has put your feet on a whole new path, one which is full of wisdom, and there's strife too, because not everybody sees things in terms of God. And that's the foolish part of this world. Sincerely, who doesn't want love? Who doesn't want peace? Who doesn't want joy? Who doesn't want a world where children are not shot? Who doesn't want a world where all peoples view each other as just that, people, equals? Who doesn't want a world that doesn't attack each other, that doesn't call each other names, that doesn't act like mean animals because of a mere conflict of opinions? Who doesn't want that world? Well, the world doesn't want that world. It's obvious because there's all kinds of exactly what I just said: conflict, violence, meanness. And there's a real lack of love, a real lack of joy, patience, and peace. And for those out there who says, "Hey, I have all of that and I don't need God for that." I ask you, do you really? Do you really have all of that? Do you really have love? Do you really have joy? Do you really have peace? I dare say you don't. Just turn on your news, turn on the television. Listen to this political campaign and the adversarial way that peoples are acting towards each other. Now, I dare say that the wisdom of this world falls far short of wisdom. Well, I'm out of here. You have a good one now. See y'all later.